All right, it is official, you guys. We are leaving California. We just bid farewell to my sister and her family, and next stop is Joshua Tree National Park. We're going to camp out there tonight. Super excited about that. Alright, so we are officially on our way back to Atlanta, and we are able to see exactly how many miles we're going to rack up on the drive back simply by going to controls. And you see it here. We have our New Year's Great American Road Trip. So far since we've left my sister's house, we've driven 44 miles. By the time we get to Atlanta, we can actually tell you exactly how many miles we've driven on our way back home. So one thing that we've realized that might need to be updated is with the Autopilot feature, it doesn't really do well with wide lanes. So I'm going to show you how when you look at the image on the dash, it'll show you how it's only picking up the line on the left side but not the right side, because the lane is just too wide for Autopilot to be able to recognize the lines on both sides. So it's only picking up one side.
So Autopilot's still functional, it's still working. It's using the line it sees as its point of reference to keep a straight line going forward. So although it doesn't see the line on the right, it's using the line on the left to keep the point of reference. Just like right now, if we took it off of Autopilot and we went further to the right and put it on Autopilot, it will use that line on the right as its point moving forward for a reference. So a little pingy here and there, but not so much to make you not want to use it.
And now the line has actually gotten to a normal size. So now, as you can see, it's picked it up. So now it's using both lines on either side as a reference point. We just had to pull over and take in this beautiful wind farm. It's probably one of the most beautiful wind farms I've ever seen on a road trip. You know, it's becoming a very increasingly popular alternative source of energy. Wind turbine generators use the power of the wind to generate electricity. And although this is way less harmful to the environment than burning fossil fuels, in order for this to actually work, it's required to have a minimum of 30 miles per hour wind speed. All right, time to get back on the road and head to Joshua Tree National Park. You know, it's about 80 degrees out here. But once we get to Joshua Tree National Park, the temperature's gonna dip significantly. We are approaching our destination at Joshua Tree National Park. And it's really convenient because there's a supercharger located right outside of Joshua Tree National Park, and there's also a Walmart near the visitor center. So we're actually going to stop in Walmart, get a few things that we need for camping tonight, and then we're going to head to the supercharger station and then head into Joshua Tree National Park. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out what we need. We've literally never been camping before in our lives, so we don't know what we're doing, but we're just we're winging it. It's gonna be an adventure. All right, so I think we got everything we need. We've got ice, we've got a lighter to light the campfire. We do need to go get firewood. Other than that, we've got food. I think we've got enough stuff for camping for one night. So we're headed to the Supercharger Stop that's right by Joshua Tree National Park. It looks like it's at a casino or something. I don't know. I think it's a casino. Tortoise Rock. And completely empty. So to get into the park, at Joshua Tree National Park, there's actually 3 entrances. So there's the north entrance, the south entrance, and then there's the west entrance. And we actually passed the west entrance coming up here. But in order to get to the supercharger, we had to, pass by it. conveniently, there is an entrance that is located not too far away from this Tesla Supercharger station. So it's the 29 Palms entrance, which is right next to the 29 Palms Tesla Supercharger. So we're just charging up our car, and then we are going to head over to that entrance and go ahead and enter the park. So we are up bright and early to catch the sunrise. I think the best place to catch the sunrise in Joshua Tree National Park is actually the Cholla Cactus Garden, just because, I mean, check this out. It's like this great, beautiful open space. You've got beautiful scenery, and you can see the sun rising just above the mountaintops. It's gorgeous. There's just so many beautiful places here. I mean, Joshua Tree National Park is humongous, so like no matter where you go while you're driving, you're going to be able to pull over and see something extraordinarily beautiful. Carl and I are trying to find a campground. We saw one with some open spaces where we could camp out, but we didn't really like it. It was really crowded, and we really want a campground where we can pull our Tesla into like the actual space where we'll be camping out. But the other one we were at, it's like you're just parking your car on the side. So we're hoping we find a campground where we can camp out that's a little bit more spacious. So these are more so like the campgrounds that we were looking for, but we're having trouble finding one that's actually open. It's really, really busy this week for some reason. Even the park ranger said it's kind of not normal how busy it is this week. So no luck at Ryan campsite, which is the one we really wanted because it was so spacious. So we just got back on the road and we're gonna keep driving. We're gonna check out Hidden Valley. So that's even deeper into the park. So I don't know, hopefully maybe we'll get lucky. Alright, there's Hidden Valley Campground right up there. It says full. We'll check anyway, just in case. Hidden Valley looks perfect too, if we could just find an open camp spot. It's nice and spacious, it's more secluded. You can actually back your car in versus parking it on the side. The Hidden Valley Campground is so nice. It's like literally perfect. You've got the Joshua trees, you got the rocks. It's beautiful. We literally just missed a spot, like just missed it. Some lady got it before we did. We got one! So we couldn't find one at Hidden Valley. So we circled back around to try Ryan Mountain, or the Ryan campsite again, and we got so lucky. We were passing by this lady, and she was like, "Hey, we're pulling out of this one if you want it." So we took it. Yes, we got it. So Carl is filling out the information for our campsite. We literally have been driving around all morning trying to get a coveted camping site, and we finally got one. So I'm doing the honors. I am basically attaching this to let people know that this spot is taken. It is official. We have a campsite. Done. The spot is taken. So before we actually put this thing in camper mode, I want to show you guys what the battery percentage is at, because we're going to lose some battery overnight, obviously, while we're in camper mode, but it's not going to be that much. But I want to prove to you guys exactly where it is before we start camping, and then we'll show you tomorrow morning what it ends up being. So right now, it's at 202 miles. Now, last time we put this thing in camper mode, we lost about 30 miles overnight. So it'll be interesting to see what it ends up being tonight. So just remember that. It's at 202 miles and it is 4:37 p.m. So by the time we leave tomorrow morning, it'll be interesting to see just how much battery was used overnight. All right, so not gonna lie, we are new to this. You know, one day I would actually like to learn how to like camp, but this is a good start. You gotta start somewhere. This is cool though. I am so happy to be camping. I've always wanted to do something like this. All right, let's begin. First, we are going to take out our blow-up mattress. This is our queen size air mattress. It fits conveniently in the trunk underneath this compartment right here. It's where we put a lot of stuff. Like I said, the trunk is super spacious, you guys. A lot of people don't believe me when I tell them that. And then of course we've got the pump, and we've got blankets and stuff just to keep us warm tonight. You know, we even have a heated blanket, so that actually might come in handy. So of course, because it's a road trip, we've got a lot of, you know, extra stuff, but because there's so many compartments and different things like the frunk, that extra compartment space in the trunk, there's so many different places that we can, you know, put our luggage and just our extra things that we brought for our road trip so that we have enough space. All right, so we just let the seats down. That is the first step. And you see, once you let the seats down, do you see how much space we have? It's a lot of space. Yeah, that's a lot of room for two people to lay down. Step 2. You can inflate just about any airbed in your vehicle with a 12-volt pump. And finally, step 3, to put your Tesla in camper mode, thanks to Tesla's new software update, all you have to do is select Auto and under Keep Climate On, turn it on. Okay, so that's it. That's pretty much how we set up our Tesla so that we can camp out in it. And we literally just blew up an air mattress. We put the seats down and we just set up the car so that it only uses a little bit of battery overnight, and it'll be perfectly spacious and comfortable. Right, we got it going. Carl got in some good swings. And now the fire's going. Our first fire ever. But we did it. Well, Carl did it. Carl, you did it. So proud of you.
Babe, don't drop it in. It's cool. It's cool too. So
I'm really, really proud of us. We tried something completely new and different that we've never done before. Cheers to camper mode and the start of new adventures. Cheers. Well, good morning. We just had a really great night's sleep. So it is now 6:26 in the morning, and check that out. The mileage is down to 132. So yesterday it was at 202, so that means we used 70 miles. It only took about 30 miles the first time we camped out on our way to California from Atlanta. But guess what? That's because we didn't start putting in camper mode until, I don't know, maybe like 8 o'clock at night, and then we woke up at 4 in the morning. So that was way less time. But it makes sense because we put this in camper mode at 4:30 in the afternoon yesterday, and now it's 6:30 in the morning. So that's 14 hours that we kept it in camper mode, and it only lost 70 miles. I think that's pretty good. Seriously sad to say goodbye to this place, you guys. This is the most beautiful place we've ever stopped at during a road trip, and I am really kind of sad to say goodbye to it today. But you know, on to newer things. We're gonna go to the Grand Canyon, and we will officially say farewell to Joshua Tree National Park. So we'll catch you at the next stop. On the final episode of our California road trip series, we leave Joshua Tree National Park and head off to explore the natural beauty of Arizona. And we suffer from our first real case of range anxiety. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button to keep up with the rest of my Tesla adventures. Until next week, I hope to see you at a supercharger somewhere.